Welcome to our YouTube channel and welcome to this revision. In this revision, I'm going to revise with you computer studies paper which the grade 9 external for 2023 wrote. So watch this video up to the end as we're going to revise with you and also share some few explanations for you to understand. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you find this video helpful, remember to like it and also share with your friends. With that being said, let's go to answering questions. Question 1 is as follows. Which of the following is not an output device? A. Microphone. B. Monitor. C. Plotter. D. Speaker. The correct answer is A. Microphone. Microphone is an input device. Okay, so that's the correct answer, A. We go to question number 2. A wireless device used to connect computers on a network is A. Hard drive. Hard drive, this is a storage device. B. Hub. C. Memory card, which is also a storage device. So the correct answer is D. Router. Okay, so some they call it router, others it's router. So the correct answer is D. We got question number 3. Dash is an example of a strong password. Dash is an example of a strong password. A. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that one is not an example of a strong password because it's easier to guess it. Okay. B. 12 January or 12 Jan 1999. It's not a strong one because that one it looks like it's a date of birth, so someone can easily know a date of birth and use it as your password. C. HK45 R */2. That one is one of the strong passwords. So if we go to D, we have got Liam 1 2 3. It's not a good password because that is a name and numbers counting 1 up to 3. That one is also a weak password. So the correct answer is C. C is the strong password. Among these passwords given, C is the strongest password and it's a strong password. The rest are weak passwords. Question 4 is as follows. Which of the following printers uses head pins to place characters against an inked ribbon when printing on paper? Okay, so the correct answer is A, which is the zed-Mathematics printer. Okay, the correct answer is A. We got to question number 5. How many bits are there in a byte? How many bits are there in a byte? The correct answer is C. They are 80 bits. They are 8 bits in a byte. We got to question number 6. Dash is an example of application used to Dash is an example of an application used for presentation. Dash is an example of application used for presentation. So A. Word. No, Word is not used often in presentation unless otherwise. B. Publisher. No. C. PowerPoint. Yes. D. Excel. No. So the correct answer is C. So question number 6, the correct answer is C. C is the correct answer. And PowerPoint, this is an application that is used so often in presentation. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Okay, question 7 was as follows. Which of the following is not part of a multimedia file? Which of the following is not a part of multimedia file? A. Inbox. B. Sound. C. Text. D. Video. Okay, the correct answer is A. Inbox is not a multimedia file. Sound, text, and video are examples of multimedia file. Okay, we go to question number 8. The purpose of the outbox in email software is to keep the purpose of the outbox in email software is to keep A. Sent email, B. Received email, C. Outgoing email, D. Incoming email. The correct answer is A. Sent email. So if you want to see the email that you have sent to a particular person or organization, all you need to do is go to Outbox email. Outbox email. So you go to Outbox email. Okay, question number 9. A type of network that connects computers and devices in a school is A. Local area network LAN, B. Metropolitan area network MAN, C. Storage area network SAN, D. Wide area network WAN. Okay, so the correct answer here is A. Local area network LAN. Okay, metropolitan area network, this is the network that is used in big city or to connect computers in big city or between cities. Okay, C, which is storage area network, this is the storage that is accessed by many computers or servers. Okay, so like there is a storage that is kept but it's accessed by many devices. Okay, D, wide area network WAN, this is the network that is being used by many computers which are far apart. They can be in different cities but accessing the same network. Okay, for instance, the network that is used by banks. Banks are found in different towns, forming different branches, but your information which was stored by a computer in a certain town, for instance, you are in Kasama, okay, then you open an account with Zanaco, okay. If you travel to Livingstone, still the Livingstone branch, that is Zanaco branch, they will still access your details from Livingstone. Okay, so basically those I think I've explained on that, and the answer is A, which is local area network is the one that is being used that can be used in a school by different computers and devices. Okay, question 10 is as follows. A grade 9 learner has a software that can be tried for free and later be paid for to continue using it. This software is called A. Byware, B. Freeware, C. Shareware, D. Userware. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Shareware. Byware, this is the application or software that you buy, okay, so that you can use the full software. Okay, B, freeware, this is the software that you get on free. You use it on just free entirely. Okay, we got to question number 11. Which of the following are both used for storage of data? A, flash memory and magnetic disk. B, flash memory and optical mark reader. C, magnetic disk and magnetic ink collector reader. D, magnetic disk and optical collector disk. The correct answer is A, flash memory and magnetic disk. Okay, we go to question number 12. Johnny wants to find information on a science topic on the internet. Which of the following would he use? Which of the following would we use? A. Browser engine. B. Finder wizard. C. Lookup wizard. D. Search engine. So the correct answer is D. Who is going to use the search engine like Google. Question 13 is as follows. The three basic operations in a computer system are A. ALU, control unit and BIOS. B. ALU, control units and memory. C. Input, process and adding. D. Input, process and output. The correct answer is D, which is input, process and output. D is the correct answer. Question 14 is as follows. How can a user create a calendar in Desktop Publisher quickly? By using A. Frames, B. Graphics, C. Templates, D. Typeface. So the correct answer on 14 is by using templates. Okay, it's by using templates. Okay, we go to question number 15. Getting a pie chart from a worksheet to a slide in a presentation is known as. Getting a pie chart from a worksheet to a slide in a presentation is known as A. Uploading, B. Importing, C. Exporting, D. Downloading. The correct answer is B. Importing. Okay, uploading, that is when you are you are trying to send a file to the server, online server. Like you want to upload a picture on Facebook, you want to put a picture on Facebook, you are going to upload a picture. Okay, then exporting, that is when you are taking something, taking it to somewhere. You are getting a file from somewhere, taking it somewhere. Okay, that is exporting. So importing is you are taking something away from somewhere into your computer, or from a certain document to a certain document. Okay, so exporting and importing, it's only that they are in opposite movement. Okay, like importing, you are bringing in; exporting, you are sending out. Okay, or taking out. Then downloading, that is you are getting something from a server. Okay, like you are downloading a picture from Facebook, or you are downloading a video from YouTube. Okay, so you're getting a video from a server into your device. Okay, that is downloading. What type of computers are commonly used in school computer laboratories? What type of computers are commonly used in school computer laboratories? Okay, A. Mainframe computers. B. Microcomputers. C. Mini computers. D. Supercomputers. The correct answer is B. Microcomputers. So question 17 was as follows. Using a computer screen for a long period of time without taking breaks can cause a health problem called. Using a computer screen for a long period of time without taking breaks can cause a health problem called A. Carpal tunnel syndrome. B. Repetitive motion injury. C. Repetitive strain injury. D. Stiffness hand syndrome. The correct answer is C. Repetitive strain injury. Okay, we go to question number 18. What will be displayed in a worksheet when a value is too large to fit in a cell? What will be displayed in a worksheet when a value is too large to fit in a cell? The correct answer is A. That is what will be displayed when the value is too large. Okay. The advantage of a graphical user interface GUI to a user is that it A. uses more time, B. is user-friendly, C. is smaller in size, D. has color pictures. So the correct answer is B. Question 19, the correct answer is B. It is user-friendly. It is user-friendly. Question 20 is as follows. How can spelling errors in a Word document be checked? By using the keyboard shortcut function dash. Okay. How can spelling errors in a Word document be checked? By using the keyboard shortcut function A, F12, B, F9, C, F7, D, F1. The correct answer is C, F7. F7. Question 1 is as follows. An example of a computer that can be used while traveling on a bus is A dash, and while working in an office is A dash. Okay, so I'll give you at least 2 on each blank spaces. Okay, the first one, the kind of computer that can be used while traveling on the bus is 1, smartphone. Okay, smartphone is one of the computers that you can use while traveling on the bus. The other one is a laptop. Okay, a laptop is also one of the computers that you can use while traveling on the bus. There is also a palm top. There is also a notebook, a tablet. All these are examples of laptops that you can use while traveling on the bus. A computer that you can use while in the office is 1. You can use a desktop. Okay, you can use a desktop when you're in the office. You can also use a laptop when you're in the office. You can also use all the other things I mentioned, like you can also use a tablet, a notebook, PDA, smartphone. These can be used even if they can be used in the office. Oh, sorry, on the bus. Even if you can use these, the ones I've mentioned earlier on, you can use them on the move. You can also use them in the office. So these like smartphone, laptops, they don't give you limitations. They can be used anywhere compared to a desktop. Only desktop can be used in the office or at home where there is power source. But these that have got rechargeable batteries, they can be used anywhere, in the office, on the move. Question 2 is as follows. The output device which can produce a soft copy of a document is a dash. The output device which can produce a soft copy of a document is a dash. Okay, so the correct answer here is monitor. That's the first one. Monitor will help you to produce a soft copy document. You'll be able to see it. If you don't have a monitor, there is also another way you can use. You can find an alternative to the monitor like smart TV. You can also use the smart TV. And you can also use a projector. Okay, so the 3 words are correct, so you can pick one of those words and write them. There are so many other devices that you can use to produce soft copy of a document. Question 3 is as follows. A program designed to remove software that copies itself and destroys other files is called. A program designed to remove software that copies itself and destroys other files is called antivirus. It's called antivirus. The screen of a smartphone can be used both for dash and dash. The screen of a smartphone can be used both for dash and dash. So the correct answers are: the screen of a smartphone can be used both for input and output. Okay, so the screen of the smartphone can be used both for input and output. Question 5 is as follows. Pages in a presentation software are called pages in a presentation software are called slides. Okay, so pages in a PowerPoint, they are called slides. Okay, so they are called slides. Question 6 is as follows. If a user deletes a word by mistake, the dash can be clicked to put the word back. If a user deletes a word by mistake, the dash can be clicked to put the word back. So first you can click undo. You can click the undo arrow on the screen. The other one is you can use the keyboard by clicking Ctrl plus Z, which is Z. Ctrl plus Z, then it will do undo. Question 7 is as follows. Dash is a type of software used to produce magazines. Dash is a type of software used to produce magazines. So the correct answer is publisher. Publisher is a type of software used to produce magazine. Question 8 is as follows. A dash is used to move the pointer on a computer screen, while a dash is used to display data from a computer to a very large screen. Okay, so a dash is used to move the pointer on the computer screen, while dash is used to display data from a computer to a very large screen. Okay, so the correct answers are: a dash, which is a mouse, is used to move the pointer on the computer screen, while the projector is used to display data from a computer to a very large screen. Question 9 is as follows. To put sound into a computer from a person speaking, a dash is used. Okay, to put sound into a computer from a person speaking, a dash is used. Okay, so the correct answer there is microphone. A microphone is used. So to put sound into a computer from a person speaking, a microphone is used. Okay, so sometimes the computers like laptops, and when you consider phones as computers, a mouthpiece is also used. So when you consider that, some laptops have also inbuilt microphones that we can regard as mouthpiece, as well as considering the mouthpiece when you consider phones as computers. Question 10 is as follows. That symbol shown icon can change the font style to dash when clicked. So we can take time and look at the symbol. So when you click on such a symbol on the, I'm sure you know that we're talking about Word. When you're using Word and you click on that symbol, what will happen to when you're using this software that we can use for writing? So when you click on that symbol, that means the font will change to bold, okay, or bold face. It will change to bold or bold face. So we can put the dash, that symbol icon can change the font style to bold when clicked. So there where there is bold, you can also put bold face. Question 11 is as follows. Two items found on the desktop screen are dash and dash. Okay, so basically on the desktop, there are a lot of items that can be found depending on how somebody has customized his desktop, okay, or what kind of items have been put on the desktop. But many of the things found in a computer can be put on the desktop. So possible answers that will be accepted are folders. So you can find folders on the desktop. You can also find applications on the desktop. You can also find media files on the desktop. You can also find shortcuts for files and programs, applications, and also media files. You can find shortcuts of anything there. Okay, so you can pick on those and write them. Those I've mentioned. Okay, those are possible answers. So in my blank spaces, I can write on my blank spaces. I can put folder and applications. Folder and applications. Question 12 is as follows. Dash is the protection of computer systems and information from harm, theft, and unauthorized use. Okay, so when you talk about harm, we are talking about theft and unauthorized use. So what can we use to prevent theft and unauthorized use? Okay, one, we can use a pin to prevent these two things. When you put a pin to a computer, and you also when you put pin to a computer, that will prevent unauthorized use and theft. Okay, we can also put password. When you put password to the computer, it also work the same way. It will prevent theft and unauthorized use. And also when we talk about this, we're also talking about computer security. So when we activate computer security to our computers, that means we're going to prevent theft and unauthorized use. So I'm going to write there computer security. Okay. However, password and PIN can be acceptable even though they are so specific. Question 13 is as follows. Copying and use of software without permission is known as copying and use of software without permission is known as piracy. Okay, it's known as piracy or software piracy. Okay, to be specific, that is software piracy. Okay, so you can write piracy or software piracy. Question 14 is as follows. A window that has been minimized appears as an icon in the A window that has been minimized appears as an icon in the taskbar. So when you minimize a window, it will appear in the taskbar. Okay, question 15 is as follows. A quick way to reproduce the same words typed is by using the dash and dash. Okay, so the same way you can reproduce the same words typed is by using the copy and paste. Okay, so someone can spend hours typing maybe a book that it may have maybe even 500 pages. For you to reproduce the same work, what you need to do is you just copy. Okay, so you select a certain part, then you place on Control A, everything is selected, then you copy, then you go and paste it somewhere. Within some seconds, you are going to have another book, another copy of that book. Section C, which has 30 marks, and the instructions are as follows. There are 5 questions in this section. Answer all the questions in the answer booklet. So you're going to be writing your answers in the answer booklet. However, for this revision, I'm going to be writing my answers in this question paper. That's what you are not supposed to do during an exam. You make sure you record your answers in the answer booklet. Okay, so let's go to question number 1. Question 1 is as follows. Start the following picture and use it to answer the questions that follow. Okay, so take time, study the picture. Make sure you take note of those parts that are labeled by letters. As you can see, we have got X there, we have got Y here, and we have got those letters there, which is QRS. Okay, so those are things you need to pay attention to. Okay, once I've done that, then let's go to question number 1A. Identify the application software in the picture. Identify the application software in the picture. So the application software which is in the picture is a spreadsheet. It is a spreadsheet or Excel. It is spreadsheet or Excel. Okay, so if you write spreadsheet and the other one writes Excel, you have both got your answers correct. Okay, we go to question number 1B, which is give the name for the group of cells labeled Y. Group of cells labeled Y. So Y is there, the one of second. So that is Y. What do we call those cells? Okay, those cells are called laws. Those cells are called laws. Okay, those are laws, or you can also call them range. Okay, they are laws or range. Okay, we go to question number 1C, which is state the use of the part labeled X. State the use of the part labeled X. Okay, so the use of that is one, for summing up items. Okay, for summing up items. If you have got items, you can use that to sum up the items, which is to find the sum of values. So if you enter the values, that will help you to come up with the total of those values. Okay, the other one is also to add values or numbers. To add values or numbers. That is the purpose of that symbol there. Okay, we go to question number 1D, which is give two types of data that can be entered in the cell labeled Y. Two types of data that can be entered in the cell labeled Y. Okay, one, numbers or values. Numbers or values, you can enter them in those cells that are labeled Y. We can also enter letters. Okay, we can also enter letters, like you can enter A or B in that cell. We can also enter names or text. Okay, we can enter names or text or words. Let me just say words. Okay, so we can also enter labels there. Okay, so those are the things that can be entered in Y. So you can pick two from those I've mentioned and write those are the things that can be entered in those cells. We go to question 1E. Give one use of the application software stated in A. The one use of that application. Okay, so that this software, we can use it when you are sorting things. It can be names of the learners in class. It can be names of items you have. You can sort them using Excel. The other one is also for making budgets. If you want to make a budget, you can use Excel, because Excel will help you with the calculation. So it will help you to calculate. As long as you enter the formula, it will help you to calculate anything. So if you are making a budget and you want to come up with a total of the budget, you can use Excel and it will simplify your work. Okay, since they want one, I've given you two. I'll give you the third one, which is you can also use it for making graphs, creating graphs. So if you want to create a graph, you can use Excel to do that. Okay, so basically these were the answers for this section, and that's how you can get your 6 marks from this question. Question 2 is as follows. So we start with question 2A, which is explain two ways computers are used in hospitals. Okay, by now we are very conversant that hospitals now they have introduced use of computers. In most cases, nowadays I've seen people going to the hospitals without a book. The hospital does no longer a hospital does no longer ask patients to go with a book. So usually patients will go empty-handed and the information is found at the hospital in the computer. So we asked to find to explain two ways in which computers are used in hospitals. One, to record names of patients. Okay, to record names of patients or to keep the records. Yeah, to record or keep the records of patients. Okay, so if you go to the hospital, they will ask you your name and your age, everything which will be put in the computer. So it will be used to record the names of the patients. The other one is, like I said, to install information about a patient. Okay, if your name is entered in the computer, they'll enter everything, the disease you're suffering from, or everything that is related to you that is useful to the hospital, they will be entered in the computer. So it is also used for keeping the information about patients. It is also used to help in CT scans. Okay, if they want to do CT scans, they'll use a computer to do that. Okay, so you can pick all or two from those I've mentioned. I'll just mention those. So we can pick two from those that will help you. We go to question number 2B. 2B is give two advantages of using computers in hospitals. Okay, two advantages of using computers in hospitals. One, they are very fast in processing patients' information. Okay, they are very fast. For instance, if you have visited the hospital before and your names and all the information about you are recorded in the computer, for the doctor to access your information does not require him minutes for him to find your information. Just a matter of giving him the number, you are given the patient number and then you enter it. Soon the doctor will have the information about you on the computer or on his fingertips and able to use that information in treating you. That means you'll be attended to precisely. Okay, the other one is information. There are other advantages and it is used to install information. Okay, like I said earlier on, the information will be stored on the computer. Once it is stored on the computer, it will be easier to retrieve it and it can stay for a longer period on the same computer. And this doesn't prove a challenge to health care workers who, like, if you go to the hospital, they are searching for a book, they won't take minutes to search for the information. It will be there. And the good part of it, this information can also be put on a backup. So if the hospital has got an external drive or any backup that can be used, then they can keep that information there so that if this computer crashes, the computer they are using crashes, they will use another one. Okay, so it is used for storing information. The other one is it also generates 3D images for diagnosis fast to locate ailment. So when computer are being used, they will be very fast to generate 3D images for diagnosing fast to locate illness. So they will be easier. Computers, they help in they help in locating the illness of a person. So when you use a computer, it will help you to find the ailment or the disease of that person. Okay, so it means that they make the job of the health personnel easier. Okay, so the computer will help them to do the work easily. Okay, so we go to question number 2C. I've given you 3. You can pick 2 from those. I'm sure there are so many advantages of using computers in hospitals, but I'll share with you those three. Okay, we go to question 2C. State two disadvantages of using smartphones in hospitals. Two disadvantages of using smartphones in hospitals. Okay, so for instance, let's start with the health personnel using the cell phone in hospital. That one, it will also be a challenge to maybe the challenge to present is that sometimes cell phones become so addictive and they draw your attention. Therefore, it will be easier for you to forget about attending to patients. If you are in hospital and using a cell phone, it will be easier for you to forget to do your duty. So it will make it easier for you to forget to do your duty. So that is one disadvantage. When you go there as a health personnel, you go there to do or to render the service to the people who comes into the hospital, and then you're using the phone and forget the duty. So it means that there is no health personnel at the hospital because you are already busy and people are not being attended to. So that is one disadvantage, and it can lead to fatal incidences like someone dying just on the doorstep of the hospital. Okay. The other one is uh, noise. Okay, in the hospital there will be a lot of noise. If people are using the phones, they are not using headsets, and they are playing music, they are watching the movie. That means there will be noise. Okay, and the other thing is there will be also alarms that will be set, and the alarm cannot be set and put on silent. It has to sound. So those things will also cause disturbance, more especially to patients that needs total tranquility. Those who needs total silence and the alarm goes off, that means they will be disturbed. Okay. Um This also the other one is might hinder the healing process. Like I was saying, there will be noise, and there are some patients that needs quietness, and then there's noise coming out from the phone's alarm. Then they will be disturbed. This will delay the healing process. So patients that can heal fast, when there is no noise, then they will end up taking long for them to heal. Okay, so basically I've given you three disadvantages of using smartphones in hospitals, so you can pick two from those. Okay, so basically those were the possible answers that we are supposed to write. In each I've given you some examples or some answers that are correct, but there are many answers to these. So if you find these answers difficult for you to remember, you can also look for other answers that will be easier for you to remember. Question 3 is as follows. Question 3A. What term describes the process of buying and selling of goods online? What term describes the process of buying and selling of goods online? That is e-commerce. That is e-commerce. The way we buy things online, sometimes it doesn't even have to be bigger institutions like eBay, Alibaba, Kinku. Sometimes even just an individual person who makes cakes and then he decides to sell. Or me as a teacher makes pamphlets that can help learners. I start selling online. People give me, I send them soft copy pamphlets. All such kind of businesses is called e-commerce. Okay, we go to question 3B. What name? Sorry. Question 3B is name one device that can be used to connect a computer online. One device that can be used to connect a computer online. One, we can use a modem to connect a computer online. Okay, if you want to go online and do e-commerce, you can use one, modem. Two, we can use the smartphone. Okay, we know that smartphones have got the hotspot. So all you need to do is just switch on hotspot. Once you do that, then on the computer you activate Wi-Fi. Okay, then the computer will connect to the phone's network, and then you go online using that. Okay, the other one is you can use also a router, which others call router. Okay, you can use a router to connect to online, okay, to connect our computer online. But when you're doing this, what you need to do is your SIM cards should have units or should have data. Okay, you should buy bundles for data so that you can go online. Okay, you should buy data, whichever network you're using, is it Zamtel, MTN, Airtel. You can, before you connect your computer to any of these items I've mentioned, you should have units in your SIM cards. Okay, that comes as data. You should have data units in your SIM card so that you can go online. If you connect a router to a laptop without units or data in it, it won't connect online. So these should have units. Okay, we go to question number 3C, which is give one advantage of shopping online. Give one advantage of shopping online. The first thing is it's convenient. Okay, it's convenient because when you are shopping online, you'll be in the comfort of your home. Yeah, there is no movement. You can do it whilst you are on bed. You can also do it when shops are closed. Okay, you don't have to be, there will be no time for you to shop. Like in Zambia, you can wake up at 01 and do the window shopping, and once you find the item you want to buy, and you purchase it from just during that time when many physical shops are closed. You do the buying during that time. That will be something that is wonderful that online or e-commerce is offering. Okay, since they want one, I'll give you two. The other, it is cheaper. Okay, in terms of logistic, it's cheaper in terms of logistics, because when you want to shop, let's say I want to buy something, I want to buy a vehicle in China, America, German. I'm not going to I'm not going to go to German and window shop the car and then buy. Okay, so the cost of moving, the cost of traveling from Zambia going to Germany, China, USA, is cut off. That means it even makes the buying of the vehicle cheaper. Even if you're going to pay for other services, but the price of traveling is cut off, because these services you pay them even if you travel. Okay, like clearance, you pay that even if you travel. You go and buy for yourself, as you come back you pay for that. Okay, so those, they want one, so I've given you two, so you can pick one from those. Okay, we go to question number 3D, which is give two disadvantages of shopping online. Two disadvantages of shopping online. Okay, with the increase of scammers, it's easier that you can be scammed. Someone who come up with a website for buying vehicles, it will look just similar to the original one. Okay, so if you're not very careful, you may end up going to a long website, and people, they'll get your money, you pay for the vehicle, but the vehicle will never come. You make queries, you discover that the website which you used was fake. Then it's easier for you to lose money, so you can easily be scammed. The other one, since we're giving two, I'll give you three. So the other one is the disadvantage. The other one is it is easier for you to risk you being, like, your account being breached. Okay, like if they say they are okay, it's similar to scamming, but here it's, the difference is that you may offer them your bank account details as you are trying to make payments. You may make some you put in your bank details, which could be a risk to your account. They can end up access your account and do whatever they want with your account. Okay, in places where they can access loans online, your account details can be used to submit that information, and then they get loan on your behalf, and then other things can come on, and maybe start refinancing, or you start servicing a loan that you never got. Okay. The other disadvantage is it also takes time to receive what you have bought. Let's say I want to buy shoes. Okay, I'm in Kasama, I'm in Choma, I'm in Livingstone, I'm in Mongu. I want to buy shoes, and I find this person who's selling online. Then he says, send the money, I'll send you the item. And this person is genuine. So when I make payments, it doesn't mean that when I immediately I make payments, I will be given my item. No, I should wait for some time for my item to come, and that is pre-arranged. Before you even make payments, the seller, she will or he will advise you when you can receive your item, depending on the distance. She'll tell you what she's going to do. If you make payments, I'm taking these shoes to the bus station, and make sure that you pay. Okay, that is another disadvantage. You pay extra cost for sending that item, okay, which is not equivalent to the transport money you can use if you went. Okay, so it will take time for you to also to receive that item, so it will take time. So that is the other disadvantage. Apart from being scammed, or maybe, like I can say, being swindled, there is also a disadvantage of taking time to receive your item. And also, apart from risking your bank account being infringed, being like your account being used for, maybe your account being hacked. Let me say, apart from your account being hacked, there is also a danger of there is also a disadvantage of your items taking long to arrive. Like if you buy with overseas online stores like Kinko, eBay, Alibaba, they take time. Items to reach, they take time, even months. So that is the other disadvantage. Okay. So the other one is you can also be sold fake goods. Okay, not genuine, because you just see the picture on the online, and maybe the picture which will be put is for those original things, but what will be sent to you is counterfeit products. So there is also a danger of buying counterfeit product. So if you want to avoid buying counterfeit products, it's easier if you do it in person. Online will offer you that disadvantage. Okay, go to question 3E, which is state one way of protecting a user's personal banking information while shopping online. Okay, so one way is using secure network. Okay, so when you're shopping online, you should make sure that you are using a secure network. It's very important. Then 2, you should make sure that you use the trustworthy website. You use a trustworthy website. So you should try to check which websites are trustworthy. That duty is yours as a person who's using that. Okay, don't just listen to people telling you this one. No, you find out for yourself. Okay, the other one is don't share login details. Don't share login details. Don't share your username. Don't share the password with anyone. And in addition to that, you can also use the incognito section when you're browsing. You open incognito tab, then you do all the transaction. Even if it's your device, you use that, because your device may get lost and someone will pick it. Okay, once you pick it, if that information is saved in your phone, that means that person will use that information, and that will be very bad. You may do anything with your account. You may purchase anything you want. Okay, so you make sure that you use incognito tab as you are browsing anything related to your finances, so that when your phone is lost, it's easier for you just to close it. or the person won't access the information because the details are not saved on your phone. Question 4 is as follows. The following diagram shows a large network formed by connecting three local area networks, LANs. So what you need to do is pay attention to the diagram, study it, and make sure that you fully understand. You pay attention to things like the letters, the parts that are labeled by letters, like we have got X there, we have got line 1, line 2, line 3. Okay, so once you have studied that, then we can go to the actual questions. Okay, so we go to question 4a, which is what name is given to the large network formed. Okay, what name is given to the large network formed? The large network formed is called wide area network, which is also known as WAN. Okay, it's called wide area network. Okay, we go to 4b. Name one use of X to line 1, line 2, and line 3. So one use of X to line 1, line 2, and line 3. So the one use is so the first one is to install information. So one use of X is to store information. The other use is to give internet connection to line 1, line 2, and line 3. Okay, those are the two functions of X. So you can pick one of those two. One is to install information. The second one is to give internet connection to lines 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we go to the next question, which is question C. State two things that can be shared in line 1. Two things that can be shared in line 1. Okay. 1, you can share programs. So in line 1, you can also share programs. 2, we can also share data. Okay. 2, you can also share data. 3, you can also send each other local email messages. Okay, you can send local email messages. Okay, so I've given you 3. 1, you can share programs. 2, you can share data. 3, you can also send each other local emails or messages. Okay, so those are the things that can be shared in line 1. Okay, we go to question number D, which is give 2 disadvantages of connecting line 1 to line 2. So 2 disadvantages of connecting line 1 to line 2. The first one is there will be breach of security, which is lack of data security and privacy. So there will be no privacy and security. Okay. Number 2, it requires regular maintenance and skilled network managers to be deployed. So you need to deploy skilled network managers so that it can work effectively. Okay, since there are 2, we are going to give you 3. The third one is it is also easier to spread viruses across the network and affect your computers. It's easier to spread the viruses. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons or the 3 disadvantages of connecting line 1 to line 2. Okay, so basically those were the possible answers. Okay, question 5 is as follows. What is hacking? Okay, hacking is having unauthorized access to a computer, okay, or anything that is computerized. Okay, it can be a phone, a smartphone, it can be a tablet, it can be a palm top, it can be laptop, anything, okay, that is computerized. So having an access to a computer, having unauthorized access to a computer is called hacking. Okay, we go to question 5b, which is give two effects of hacking. Okay, so two effects of hacking. One, it's hacking. Depending on the hacking, it may also cause damage to operating system. If, for instance, the hackers want to destroy your computer, definitely they will first send viruses that can cause harm to a computer. Okay, sometimes you may find even that the computer collapses, okay, stops working, and you need to take time and repair it. Two, loss of data. Okay, hacking also leads to loss of data. So if anything happens like the computer collapses, that means there will be loss of data. Your data will be lost. Okay. Three, there will be theft of. There will be the hackers will steal your identity. Okay, the hackers will steal your identity, so they will try to impersonate that it's you. Like they can even get, if you have got bank details in your computer, they will end up even borrowing money on your behalf or still accessing your bank account. So the bank will think it's you. Meantime, it's the hackers that are doing the activities. So if your computer is hacked, they will start like impersonating as if it's you. Okay, so one, the computer might be damaged. So two, there will be loss of data. It causes loss of data, so hacking will cause the loss of data. Three, they will try to steal your identity. They will steal your identity and start doing activities like it's used doing the activities. Okay, then the additional one is there can be also loss of money. Okay, so I've just given you 4, so you can pick 2 from those. Okay, so the first one is the damage of the computer itself. They can still damage your computer. 2, loss of data. If your computer is damaged, that means there will be also loss of data in your computer. 3, they will impersonate as if it's you, or they will steal your identity. 4, then can also be loss of money. They can steal your money. Okay, we go to question number 5c, which is describe 2 ways of protecting users against hacking. Okay, so 2 ways of protecting yourself from hackers. How can you protect yourself from hackers? Okay, so one is by installing updated antiviruses. Okay, by updating your antivirus in your computer. That's the first one. The second one is you should be able to be changing passwords frequently. Okay, so apart from keeping your passwords safe where you don't share with anyone, regardless of how much you trust them, even if it's your best friend, you don't share your passwords to the computer or to sensitive areas like your bank account, your mobile money, just even like the way you can't share with your bank account pin, your mobile money pin. That's the same way you should treat even the computer. You shouldn't share your passwords with other people unnecessary. So you make sure that you keep your passwords in safe place. Okay, and that is in your heart alone. Okay, the other one is use of tight fire hose. Okay, so you make sure that you use tight fire hose. Those that cannot easily be breached, those are the ones you use. Okay, so from those 3 you can pick 2. Otherwise, there are so many ways in which you can protect yourself. The other one is by using incognito. As you are browsing, use incognito. If you use sometimes for me I recommend even when you're using your own computer, and when you're also using the public computer or the school computer, you use incognito tab, so that when you are browsing, immediately you log off, you close that tab, no one is going to trace your activities or stored information won't be kept and accessed by another person. So basically those are the ways you can protect yourselves. Okay, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning Z. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you.